So here's what I was talking about on my last blog. These are these concentric rings of steel that I cut out using a plasma cutter. I'll move the glass here. This is really a chunk of glass. It's variated, so it's got some visual interest. I actually had a friend of mine put it in her kiln so that it softened all the edges. We did a little experimenting. I do have some globs that didn't retain quite the shape, but I thought it was a really cool piece, and it echoes the color changes that you see naturally in water. Then I cut out these concentric rings. They're like 20 gauge steel. I then used a planishing hammer to create these complex curves, and so you can see this is the planishing hammer. It's a motorized hammer here. It's powered by air. I put the material in here and work it to create complex curves. So then I have these concentric rings, and I've got them in all just sort of random ways. My goal, as you can see, I've put some little holes in here so I can try playing with it as a mobile and as a vertical way, so like when you drop this stone in the water, you get concentric ripples. My idea is to have these able to move like this and shimmer. And I'm thinking about painting the rings in various watercolor tones, probably using wet into wet spray paint so that it's a nice even gradual fade between the tones, but we'll see. I also have some ideas regarding copper little teardrop shapes that can be posted onto a board in such a way that they can hang. Let's see if we can find some of those shapes around here. Well, complex curves mean curves that go in more than one direction, like this kind of a piece. So you can see that there's curves both sideways and front to back. It almost looks like a saddle in this case. That's what the planishing hammer allows us to create. So my goal right now is to do some other experimenting with copper and steel and see what happens. I would like to use as little base material, like that shelf that you can see behind this white shelf was one thought, to pin these here so they can shift and shimmer in the basically in any kind of little bits of wind. So we'll see. Stay tuned.